Yugo, Chicken Job, Bingo Job, Vanja, Guanja, Ye Nurumba Baraba, Ye Biripi Baraba, Ye Barapa Baraba, Gatan Urum, Marambu all. I just said that in our Katang language, the language of our Biripi nation, and this is it. Welcome, sisters and brothers, auntie and uncles. This is our country, this is Biripi country, this is my country. Let us all go together. Thank you all.
And now, welcome you, the Biripi dancers. My name is Pastor Russell Saunders. I am a pastor in my community as well as now an elder, taking on the elder role in our community as well. Most children recognise me as Uncle Russ. I go and work in different schools, primary and high school levels, and yeah, they all call me Uncle Russ, whether they're black or white.
How we got how your hands are like that? Because we're gonna have legs. Which way you walking, right?
Biripi, Garua Gal, Hatingili Gal. Oh, I'm going on every day.
I'm a Biripi man. This is my country, Biripi country, and we're in. And also I've got Warramai on my side of the family as well. So I can claim both countries. But my first country I claim is Biripi through my mother. She's a Biripi woman.
When we see the eagle flying and we see where he's going, we know that's where the fish are. When we see the sharks and the birds hitting the water, we know that's where the patches and pilchards and the schools of fish are. We know in the bush when the eagle's flying above and keeps circling around in one spot, that there's little animals in there. So by paying attention to what's going on around its environment, it teaches us how to come closer, to live closer. Our next dance we're going to perform for you is one of our favourites. It's a well-known one we've done for a long time. You might have seen it before. It's a dance that's done right up and down the coast. It's really popular. Just like the latest fashion. The latest dance also spread boundaries and went all across the place. So this is a well-known saltwater dance.
I grew up on the mission with my people, and every fortnight, living on the mission back in them days, the way our people kept strong was if you had a talent, if you could play a gumlee, play a guitar, sing a song or dance, you did it, and we'd all come together in our big community all on the mission. And different ones would get up and perform and dance, and that's how we'd enjoy one another's company and fellowship and laugh.
First dance group is Waang Djarii. Make them welcome.
And in our custom, our welcome dance is a cleansing ceremony. So you'll see the guys and the girls will come out with the leaves, and as they come over you, don't be afraid. They're embracing you, and they're cleansing the spirit of the air. The women are going to come behind, sweeping their trails and sweeping the tracks out of the sand. Then we will finish off with our dance, the saltwater fishing dance.
Want me to do it?
Can't explain the emotions you feel when you're dancing. You're in another element. When I couldn't explain the dance when we danced at down in Sydney at the Opera House, and the name of it is
The Dance Rights.
The Dance Rights. Well, we had our auntie there, and she's a Biripi lady, and when we were singing that Biripi going around, she had tears coming in her eyes. I had tears, but ones were tears of joy and tears of being just proud. And you just, because there's so many people there, you can't explain, and you're doing it for your people, and you can't
explain
you
anything.
can't explain because you're in another element, aren't you, Pam?
It's
And when
like
we're
you're
dancing,
closer to the earth.
yes,
You become part of the earth.
you're with the
And
spirits, I suppose.
you're with the spirits,
Yeah.
and it's like dancing with the old people.
It is.
Like they're around, Jane.
Oh, they are definitely there with us.
Our next dance is our farewell dance or our goodbye dance. And in this dance, our men and our women will show their strength and their energy from their body and their spirit. As they dance forward in their dance moves, you'll notice that we're going to kick the ground, we'll kick the sand, and this is what we do. You kick up the dust and you make the dust fly, and it makes you feel really good.
It's starting to grow, it's starting to really take off, dancing. It's something that I suppose in the past our people felt a bit shy and embarrassed to express their culture in that way and themselves. But the more now they start to hear about themselves and start to understand who they are and what they are, and to be proud and be strong.
Yes, unreal.
Feel the heartbeat, drums echoes the pulse of these harsh streets. Turn the radios up for a kid's speech. Dictions of ambition must believe. Hey future, keep a solid vision on me. Native lingo, history is skin deep. My only sin was the color of my skin, so I'm a sin to pride. Emancipate mental slavery, and they said we were failing time. Showed them up, we stood the test of time. I blame it on time, but regain it on time, so I claim it on time. Put soul in this image. This is music for the free spirit. Inspiration for those who really need it, not those who listen, but those who really feel it. Songs of our time, teachers of our story. Let it be written in the maze. The survival of a culture is the reason that we made it. Yeah. Spirit time, keepers of our story. And the show will go on. Rush your blood ox, we came to tell the world, come on. To a daughter, the language of a mother to a son, rituals since time begun. The circle of life is never broken. My ancestors of time have spoken. Free the slave of your mind, get open. Now manuscript for a future, here's to hoping. Let it breathe just a little bit. Hey world, believe just a little bit. And if you can see in an etiquette of respect, birth to peace becomes relevant. But that concept alone is irrelevant. This a screen represent till the whole world be feeling it. Yeah. Songs of our time, teachers of our story. Let it be written in the maze. The survival of a culture is the reason that we made it. Yeah. Spirit time, keepers of our story. And the show will go on. Worship burn unks, we came to tell the world. Come on. We have survived, living in our time, carrying our mind, raise a flag high. We have survived, keeping on our time, carrying our pride, taking it out.
Our next dance for you is the fishing dance. This is one of our favourite dances. The women will mimic the eagle. And as the eagle sees the fish in the shallow water, he flies down and she floats the water and makes the fish come to the surface. When the fish comes to the surface, our hunter standing on the bank with his spear ready to catch that fish and throw it up the bank. Igawul baralin, igawul baralin, igawul baralin, igawul baralin. Nakararuan makur mangi, makur mangi, makur mangi. Nakararuan igawul baralin, makur mangi, makur mangi.
My elders would get together, the men especially, and they would disappear, and then just before the end of the night, you'd hear them coming, making the noise, and you knew there was something special, and they'd come out of the bush all painted up, and they would do their dances back in them days. And like I'm talking about, I was only 6, 7, 8-year-old, and so this would scare the life out of me when I'd see these old fellas painted up coming out of the bush into the big open fire.
Wanga! Woo!
So dancing was something I believe that kept us going, kept us strong, and it kept me strong because those parts of memories of what I grew up with and what's been around. And to see the children today starting to feel that strength again and that strongness about dancing. In our community, all the schools around this area in Taree and Foster and Wingham and other country schools around this area, they're all keen to get the language going and pass it on to the children. Stand strong and proud, and then dance. Dance is part of our culture. Learn the dances, study the dances, and do them, and stand and do them. Do it with all your heart and all your might and all your strength. Give it your all, because that's who you are. Show them who you are. And I tell you what, the more you do it, the more stronger and better you will feel about yourself.
Aye, 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 aye.
We're still on the beach, and we look up. gaul barralin, ye gaul barralin. Makur mangi, makur mangi, makur mangi. Yi gaul barali nakaganuguang makur mangi urung gabirang. Hi. In our final farewell song today, it's a song that we always do at the end, a dance that we always do at the end. And the words to this song are, it's getting late, it's getting dark, it's time to go home. The moon is rising, the wind is still, it's time to go home. Butung gakil gura gakil 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 butung gakil gura gakil. Butung gakil gura gakil butung gakil gura gakil butung gakil gura gakil dilin bulbarila rubaban magain gatai nata gatai nata gatai nata gatai nata. Thank you, everybody. Illegal.